Hello everyone, how are we doing today? It is a wonderful, well, winter's day, but a little glimmer of sunshine shining just into the window here, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to do my Tuesday video. So here I am. Hope you guys are well. Yeah, it's getting really close to Christmas now, so not very many weeks left. So how's your Christmas journal coming along? I still need to show you my Rustic Reflections journal, so I'm working on that as well. Right, I've got this pile of little books I wanted to share with you today that I have actually put together and are on my Amazon favorite tools. Now, these books are books that I created effectively for myself because I've found that I use a lot of journal notebooks that are just plain lined, etc. And I wanted to create some for myself. And while I was doing that, I thought, well, why don't I just make these for everyone? Because, you know, you never know when you need a notebook or a composition book or a journal or just something that you want to jot things down. So here we go. I've done various ones. I've got quite a few and I haven't got them all with me, but I wanted to give you a sort of flavor of what they're all about. And if you're interested, you are welcome to go and pop over to your Amazon. You can either go on the link using my favorite tools, or if you just type in Angela Kerr, you should get these notebooks come up. All right. Now, this is pretty much anywhere in the world where there's an Amazon. So how's that? Okay. So I've got a couple of them called My Journal because I'm actually using these to make my journal notes. I'm writing my like memoirs, you know, things from my life that are in there. But also I've got other ones where I'm jotting down creative ideas, and I've got other ones that I all sorts of things, really, you know, just reflections, just everything. So these are great, and I'm a big notebook user, so I wanted to share them with you. So here's one that I did based on our Rustic Christmas journal. So this one here has this gorgeous cover, and I want to tell you these covers are super soft. They feel so lovely. And on the back it looks like that. So I took the freebie and I made it into the cover. All right, you've got 110 pages in here. These ones are, well, they have a little doodle thing I put there so that you can color it in and write your name on it. And then these have got the slightly narrower lines. Okay, it's a 152 by 228 millimeters or 6 by 9 inches. Okay, so it's a great size for your purse, or, you know, these are great for students, anybody, teens, and I'll show you. All right, so the journals have the cream pages because I like them. They sort of feel, to me, white is something for composition books, and I do have some of those as well. All right, so you've got lots of pages in there, and as I say, just a little coloring in page. So that's the one. Okay, then I've taken some of my other kits. So I've got this beautiful journal page from the Marvelous Mice. Now this is great for teenagers, for youngsters, for adults, for anybody. So I've got this one. All right, it's also got the same inside. Then I've taken, you can see I've taken my favorite pages. This is also from the Marvelous Mice. I do love the cover feel of it, is amazing. And that's the same there. I've done a bee one because I love bees, so I did that. Then I did a lace one, for just a plain lace one. All right, so we've got that. And there's these. I've got others as well. You can go check them out if you want to. All right. Then I did, as I said, composition notebooks. So if you've got family members that are still at college or school, or you just want a composition notebook, these have got the white pages. All right, the white pages. And this is the first one I did, so it's quite basic. Okay, so I love that cover as well. All right, and then I've done this one, a notebook, which is like little hedgehogs. I couldn't resist, and I was having such fun making these. So this is just a plain notebook, and it has the little coloring in, and this has got the white pages. All right. So the notebooks, as a rule, the composition notebooks have the white pages, and then the the journals have the cream pages. All right, so if you really want to do me a favor, I would really be so grateful if you purchased one of these from my Amazon account and left me a review. You'd be my friend forever. I just want to get this going, and I thought, well, let me do this. And I really love how they've turned out. Okay, and who doesn't love a notebook or a journal? So there we go. I've got more than this, but that's what I wanted to share with you today. To get, as I said, you can either click on my Amazon favorites. I have actually divvied up my US page into sections to make it easier for you to find things, because all my favorite tools are there. But I do have a page just for these books, so have a look. And on the UK one, I think I've made a start and separated the books out so far, so I'll get around to dividing that up as well. But yeah, I'll get around to sorting that out. So please go and have a look and see if the Amazon where you live has these. It should be in Europe as well, you know, all over the world. Thank you guys, I really appreciate that. That would make my day. And let me know in the comments if you've done that, because I'd be delighted. Okay, now to get on to today's project. Now that we're going to, we've got over that stuff. This is what we're making today. All right, so it's nice, pretty flat. I've just stuck this on here because I'm going to stick it into the book, and this is the little bit behind. All right, I'll show you that in a moment. Here's the actual page I'm going to stick it on. So it's this signature, and just off the other side of the page we were working on, I'm going to put this over here like that, without that. Okay, so you're going to have a little pocket at the back there. Isn't that sweet? And this is really easy to make. And again, you can do this in any theme, but this is where this one's going. And we're going to make another one together. This has got the red and the green, and I'm going to do the green with the red. Okay, so this is for this one, and we'll stick the other one in on the other page. Okay, let me show you what it's about. I'll leave that bit there because it does have a pocket at the back, and how we stick that on. All right, so at the back here, we will put glue on 3 sides, stick that down so that that can sit in over there. All right, so on the front, we've got this lovely image. This is from my ephemera pack, and I've just laid it up with some lace and trim. And there, of course, I did stitch around this card before I stuck it on. You don't have to do that, guys. You know I like stitching, but it's not a necessity. Glue does the job. We open that up there. We've got a lovely place to journal. Here we've got a little flip out pocket with a little pocket I just created with one of my die cuts, and I've used some card. So that goes in over there. All right. Then we have got another little pocket here with these 2 little bits, a large tag and a small card. So those are just going to go in over there. Excuse my dogs. And that's going to close up. That's going to close up. And then again, of course, as I said, we've got the pockets at the back. So you've got different kinds of pockets in here. And really, I love how this has turned out. So let's put that to the side. Well, let's just move the whole thing. And we can get on with it. Right, so what you're going to need is one of these pages. Let me grab this one so I can show you. I did use this one for the other one. So these aren't on the same page, and that's because I printed red on the back of this. Now, guys, if you haven't got printing capabilities, or you've got a printed kit from me, just take this page and stick the red on the front. Yeah, that would be the easiest thing to do. I did try that first, but then I thought, no, I'm just going to print on the back. Less gluing time to film. All right, so that's what I've done there. I've used that, printed the red stripe on the back. This one, I've printed the green stripe on the back. Okay, so again, print this out. This is the mini pages. There are 2 to a page. So I've just used one of those, and I've kept the other 2 that I have printed off. All right, so we'll use those for something else. And then this is the mini pages. These 2 were on the same sheet. Okay, so you've got this one here with the snowman and the lamp post. And it had cups on that side, and then this one. Okay, there's nothing on the, there is this on the back that comes with a printed kit, what I use for the mini journals. All right, now I have trimmed off the end here. I'm not trimming off this bit here. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. Okay, so that's all you need to make this. Okay, so really it is a one-page wonder if you join the two together. I've just cut off that white strip that was on the side there. Okay, now what I want you to do is just take this page and fold it in half, match up those corners. Let's go there, like that. All right, and of course you can go around and ink any of your edges. I think I've done most of mine already. I'm only doing it on the side where I trimmed it off, which is in the middle, because the rest has its own design anyway. Okay, and as I said, you've cut off this one strip here, just this one. All right, we're going to leave this one on here, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. Okay, I'm going to take my, this is the back, we're going to stick that to the journal, so you're not going to see that bit, so I'm just going to use it so I don't discolor my board. And then with my ink dauber thing, I'm just going to go over this a little bit. You don't have to worry too much, it's just so that I don't have the bright white sticking out. I am going to stick lace over this. All right, so there we go. Just gives me a little bit extra width. All right, so this is the right side up, and what we want to do is fold this. Let's measure here. Now this will be slightly narrower, and that's how it works. Okay, you can see from this one I didn't stick it right to the edges there. Okay, I've just gone to the natural middle part, which is, don't know if you can see, but I can, it's over there, and I'm going to just fold that over. So let me just use my finger like that. All right, so that's the middle of that page, and it's slightly longer now. All right, so what we want to do is we want to position this slightly down a little bit, and it doesn't matter that that's sticking out, but you can position it however you want it. I'm going to go like that. All right, so now what I want you to do is, you've got your fold line there. I want to just fold this flap down, not quite up against that, slightly like a 1/16 of an inch away, and I'm going to just get that like that. Okay, now we are ready. Turn that over, use your glue, and we're going to put some glue on these three sides here. So there, there, and there. All right, and then I'm going to just, okay, so we've just glued on those three sides there. All right, now whether you want to or not, you can or can't, you could, I was going to stick an extra writing piece in there, but I decided no, I'm not going to complicate matters. So I'm just going to stick that down like that, so we've got that contrast, which I quite like. Right, now this bit here, we are going to fold this way. You can fold it that way if you want, but I'm going to fold it back so I see the printed side of this. So there we go. The dogs are flexing their weight there. Okay, and then I'm going to just take my glue and run a bead of glue right on the edge here. So let's get that down the bottom. Teddy's destroying his bed or something. I don't know what he's doing. I can hear him clawing something. Tedsy, can you behave yourself? Good boy. Lie down. Lie down. Okay, so we've got that there. Go as close to the edge as you can to stick that pocket down. Otherwise, it makes the pocket available space, very narrow. All right, so now I'm just going to take this and use my 1-inch punch and just notch a little pocket goodie there. All right. Okay, so there we have the base of our little structure. Not hard at all, is it? And as I say, you could go and mass make these with whatever paper you have, really. And there you have a little flip out, a pocket there, writing space there, which is perfect. And we are going to put something on the front there, and then our little pocket will go in there, and we'll have one underneath. So how perfect is that? Okay, I'm going to just open this over. Now what I've done is I've taken one of these, so we've used the green one on there, and I'm going to use this one now on here. Okay, so you can see what I mean about the red and the green and the green and the red. All right, stuck a bit of ribbon on there and I stitched around, but you don't have to stitch around. All right, so we are going to put this on here, but we need to just put a little bit of lace underneath. So I'm taking this and my glue. So if that's up there, get my pencil. I'm just going to draw a line there so I know where it's going, and then we can get our glue on. And then while I'm at it, and this glue's oozing, I'm going to stick this glue on the back here. All right, we just get lots of glue on here. I'm just using this fabric tack because it's out and I have it in front of me. There we go. All right. And then we'll just turn that round. You can see where that line is. Hold that down. Perfect, with a little message and everything on there. I quite like how that turned out. Okay, right, we can turn it back now. And then I've used the green. I'm going to use the green on here. I used the red on that one. Yeah. So again, I'm going to just all right, so it's coming together. Now I did have a little goodie, and I thought I would take this little sparrow. Sorry, it's a robin, and I'm going to put the robin on over there. I might just do it with what's in this bottle. Right, so that's coming along beautifully. Now for the inside there, again, I'm going to put some red lace on that little extension bit that we did. All right, so I'm going to turn it round. Okay, so we've got that all in place. Okay, you wouldn't even have said we've done that with the ink, would you? Now what I've done is I've taken a little bit of my red fabric and I've stuck on a piece there, and I thought I'd get that on over there. These two. What are you doing? Don't aggravate Abby. All right, so that's going over there. Right, so that bit's done. We didn't put anything on there. And then the only other bit to decorate is here. All right, so I've got 3 little bits, and I did a different version of this over here. All right, so I did a green one there. I'm going to do a beige one. I had to think of a color, like a neutral beige color. Then I've got a lighter green. This is from my stamps that I shared with you at the beginning. And I've enjoyed using these. Like, gives a variation of the different die cuts or fussy cuts and all the different bits. I like the textures it creates. So there we go. Alright, so this one we'll get this side. Just be careful the fold line there. So we've got that there, like that. And then I've got the crafty colour or beige one of these on the other, and then the green where I've just swapped those two around. Okay, and then the only other thing that I need to do is get a little die cut like this one over here for this side. Okay, so I'm going to go with a Christmas plate. And we'll just get that stuck on there. All right. Oh, I wanted to put a little word there, didn't I? Let's grab a word. Okay, should we have a pop of red? Jingle all the way. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so we've got that decorated. Nothing here because we're going to write there. All that is good. And all that's left to do now is put in our little bits and pieces. So this little one here is going to go in here. Okay. Then I've got my long tag. So I've chosen this one and this ribbon to go into the back there. Perfect fit. Right. Then this one is going to go behind. That's the one we're going to stick in over there. Right, so I'll just get this little clip just to remind me that one's going in there. And then this is going to go into this pocket there. And there you have it. Look at that. Yeah. So as I said, this one will go into the other. So I must just grab my little clip there just to remind me what's going with what. And then I'll find the other signature and just show you where we're going to put that one. So that opened right up on the page. Is it that one? So we've got that one over there that we had before, and then we've got this one over here where we're going to stick the other. So we probably end up putting that there because I've got that red stripe, and then that on the other. Okay guys, I hope that you've enjoyed that. Nice quick little project, and one that you can roll out for any theme, for any journal, one to put into that memory journal if you're looking for somewhere to keep ideas. Don't forget about these journals, and if you're interested, nice stocking fillers and things as well to give to somebody in the family or grandchildren. And I will see you again at the end of the week for another little project. Take good care of yourselves. Hope those Christmas trees are up, and I'll see you all soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.